What's up, you guys? It's your girl Shelly, the Forex Trade Her. Heavy on the her in this very much so male dominant industry. Y'all know the vibes. And if you don't know the vibes, come feel it because I'm always bringing vibes, okay? It's been such a long time, you guys, since we've done a video, since I've been here on here with you guys. And I'm super excited to make this video for y'all. As you can see by the title, we're going to go over best pairs to swing trade, and I'm going to show you how you will go about swing trading some of them. I'm not going to do all of them because I got to leave y'all something to do. I got to make sure y'all learning. I can't give y'all everything. I'm actually doing something because I'm not here to entertain y'all. I'm here to teach y'all. So with that being said, we're going to jump right in. Again, I am so excited to be on here with you guys. I have so many new subscribers, so welcome to my channel. I love what I do. I've been trading for literally 3 years, and this year is going to be my best year yet. So super excited. Let me share my screen and we're going to get right into it. All right, so I am on TradingView, you guys. If you see me looking over, it's because I have notes. I always like to write things down just to make sure I'm not missing anything that is important to you guys. So we are on TradingView. If you've never been on this site before, I highly suggest you check it out. It is super amazing. They literally allow you to go over so many different markets, from indices, stocks, cryptos, Forex, futures, and bonds. So they have everything you need for whatever type of investing you are interested in. But I'm not going to spend too much time explaining TradingView. If you want me to actually do a video breaking down TradingView, how to use it, how to set it up, how things work on here, let me know in the comments, and I will definitely make a video covering it more in depth. So best pairs to swing trade, you guys. Gold. Gold is like one of the most amazing pairs to swing trade. When I first got into Forex, I knew literally nothing about anything, like most people. And my first pair that I chose, which is the second best pair to swing trade, NZD/USD, that was my very first pair. And somewhere along the way, I got my feet wet with gold because I was in a copy and paste type of thing. So gold actually blew my account. I think it was the first pair that blew my account. My first account, not my first account, but the first account that I blew, it was because of gold. And ever since then, I literally stopped trading it, and I have not went back to it. But long story short, I've been watching gold for the past 6 months on and off, and the best way to trade gold, in my opinion, is to swing trade it, and I'm going to show you exactly why. NZD/USD is a great pair to swing trade. It's not volatile. It moves very repetitive and in a pattern. GBP/JPY is another good pair to swing trade. That is not on my watch list. I haven't traded GBP/JPY in roughly three to 6 months. And there's no specific reason why. Sometimes I stop trading pairs. I switch around. I normally stick to pairs that I've traded and have traded often, but I do bounce around depending on how the market is and how I feel. And the last pair that is a good pair to swing trade is GBP/USD. So we are going to start with gold first. And I'm going to make a list for y'all to just so y'all will remember, because note takers are money makers, point blank, period. So here is gold. Let me go to the weekly chart. Now, keep in mind, whenever you are swing trading, you guys, you want to start with the weekly time frame off the bat, and work your way down to the day chart. Now, this chart was marked up, so I'm kind of confused why there's nothing on here. Like sometimes TradingView be deleting my charts, I feel, and I don't know why, because this was definitely marked. So since it is not marked, this is the perfect time for us to actually go through it together. Now, first things first, before I go super deep into this video, I want to make that list for y'all. Best pairs to swing trade. So gold, NZD/USD, GBP/JPY, and GBP/USD. These are the best pairs to swing trade off the bets. There might be other pairs, y'all, but these are the ones that I know of, and these are ones that I have traded. Like I said, I haven't traded gold in a very long time, but I have been watching it. And if you are from Instagram, you know that I've been watching it. Every time I go on live, someone asks me to go over gold. So it's like at this point, I know the pair. And I'm actually I'm waiting on the next swing trade opportunity so that I can swing trade it. So moving along, when you want to do a swing trade, you guys, it is super beneficial to start with the weekly time frame, because the weekly time frame is going to give you your key zones where you will be entering for your long-term sales or your long-term buys. So this would be a long-term sale, and this would be a long-term buy. And again, this would be a long-term sale. And right now it is doing a long-term buy. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually mark these zones so that we'll know where our long-term sales and buys take place. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you don't have to stalk your charts in order to catch these trades. So I am literally going to put a supply zone right up here. And I'm going to put a demand zone right down here. Now, I was supposed to catch this long-term buy. I had an alert set here. Somehow I missed the notification, because when you set alerts on TradingView, they send you a email notification, and you can also get a notification from their app. So I don't know how I missed the notification, but I did. So now I'm waiting for the long-term sale that's going to take place. Now, for those that may be wondering, how does she know to put her zones where she put them? Why does she put her zones there? Why, Michelle? Like, why? To answer your question, you guys, when you are marking your zones, you want to keep in mind that you are looking for where those strong push downs take place, or even the strong push ups. So I literally set my zones where I see, you know, those moves are taking place. And then if you want to confirm it, like if you want to go a step further and, you know, confirm it based on candlesticks, then, you know, you want to be setting your zones ideally where your, your trigger candles are forming. So what that means is your trigger candles are the candles that you use to determine why you're going to take a trade or why you're going to enter a trade. So like if I wanted to take this long-term sale, the first thing I will be looking at is these candles right here. This candle is engulfing this previous candle. So that lets me know that the buyers are losing momentum and the sellers are looking to come in. So I need to make sure my zone is at this level of price, because this is where I would get my ideal entry for this sale. Now, if we look back at this point right here to look at why I put my zone here for a buy, or even you could say a demand zone. The reason is, again, you guys, I'm looking for trigger candles. I'm looking for those strong, long body candles that are forming at my potential entry zone. So if we look right here, and I'm actually going to delete this, but I feel like that yellow is distracting. But if we were to pay attention to the candles that formed here, you'll see that these are tweezer candles. Tweezer candles let you know that a buy can take place. There's tweezer tops, there's tweezer bottoms. This is a tweezer bottom, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually gonna look it up because I know my candles, y'all, but I fully 100% transparent. Y'all know that even 3 years trading, I still use a cheat sheet like the next person. Like, it's easy to recognize them, but to actually know the name, yeah. The only ones that I be knowing the names for is the ones that I use fairly often. But as you can see, I was right. This is the tweezer bottom. Tweezer bottoms let you know that the market is on buy. This is a very terrible picture. It's super blurry. My apologies on that. But if you go to JCP, which is an app on your phone, you'll be able to look these candles up via that app, and they'll tell you how to trade them, how to recognize them, etc. So if you want a video covering JCP and, you know, how you can learn your candlesticks and, you know, be able to recognize them, let me know in the comments and I will make a video covering JCP. But to keep this video, you know, focused on the topic, yeah, I don't want to go off topic. But anywho, these are tweezer bottoms and they let you know that this buy is going to take place. In order to confirm the existence of the tweezer bottom, that following candle has to close above that candle. So you want to put your zones ideally where you see your trigger candles forming. And in this case, this would be a trigger candle. And if we go down a step further, this will be another trigger candle, as well as the one down here in more so today's market. So gold is a super good pair to swing trade, you guys. It literally goes zone to zone for the most part. And even if we were to go back, you know, to even further in time, the best thing to do when setting your zones is to understand how the pair moves and to literally set your zones equally apart. It usually works every time. I literally do this with all my charts. So if I were to set another zone, it would have to be 33,000 pips apart from the other zone. And that's really, no, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, 33,000, whatever, or 300, whatever, this number. I would set my stuff 20% apart. So that means my profit will be 20% every time. Hopefully that made sense, y'all. If it didn't, I have a video for going over setting stop losses and target prices. So it'll all tie into this. And I do plan on making that video for y'all to better explain certain things. But as far as best pairs to swing trade, gold is an ideal pair to swing trade. And like I said, right now it's in a long-term buy. So what I would do is, in order not to stop this trade, I'm going to set an alert where I know price is heading so that once it gets there, I will be able to catch that trade. And am I going to just get in for a sale? No. I'm going to make sure that, you know, my trigger candles form and then, you know, go based off that, because it could easily buy, excuse me, and then, you know, I will be getting in for a buy. But we don't predict, we react. So it really depends on what happens, you know, once price gets there. Moving on to NZD/USD, my baby, my favorite pair of all times. Now this one should be marked up. I'm probably gonna delete it though, because it's marked up for the 15-minute time frame. So I am going to delete that, yeah. And again, we're gonna be on the weekly time frame. So just like how we did with gold, y'all, and as you can see, this pair literally somewhat is very repetitive, or it just moves super long term. So like super long term sale right here, super long term buy, and again, another super long term sale. Again, we're gonna mark our zones literally where the long-term action is taking place. Because the point of a swing trade, you guys, is to literally swing it. And you can swing it how long you want to swing it. You don't have to catch the whole entire thing. That does take a great amount of patience. And I mean, obviously, patience pays very well. So, you know, if you are hesitant on holding your trades that long, just understand that it's going to pay you well in the long run. So I am going to mark up my zones relevant to where those long-term sells and buys take place. Now, I know that price slipped past this a little bit, but the reason why I put this zone here is because it looks like price is pushing up off of that level. So it might be a possible reversal taking place here. Stuff like this normally happens maybe because of news, or it could just be how the market was moving in that given moment. But going off of what's happening right now, it's looking like price is potentially reversing here for a long-term buy. So the best thing to do, and I'm gonna delete these. If ever you're uncertain that a reversal is going to take place, because, you know, we can see that this thing is moving down, but we also see that it's starting to push up. So if ever you are, you know, confused on if a reversal is going to take place, look for your trigger candles, and also just make sure you letting your candles fully close. So like right now we're on the weekly time frame. So this candle that is currently moving is literally going to take 2 days to close. So if you wanted to, you can go down to the day chart where candles only take a day to close. And then, you know, let your candles fully close on a day chart and see what happens there. It's all about finding those trigger candles though. So like me personally, I probably would have gotten this buy, and I probably would have got in for the long-term buy right down here. I'm not gonna set an alert, but I mean, it's possible that it could retest this area. So maybe I will set an alert because it might retest it. You never know. But overall though, if I were to have gotten this trade, it would have been at the zone because I literally trade zone to zone. No matter what the time frame is, I trade zone to zone, whether it's the 15-minute, the 4-hour, etc. I'm getting in at my zone. So moral of the story is that candle right there probably would have been my trigger candle. And the reason I say that is if we look at the candles prior to it, you'll see that there's a lot of wicks forming. That following candle right after it closed strong bullish above those wick candles. And then there was another doji candle that formed, but the candle following that closed strong bullish as well. And if we even go a step further, this candle right here, hold on, let me bring this down some. So this candle right here, this doji candle, even though it's a doji candle, the body of the candle closed above this large candle, and even the next candle above that continued to close above the bodies. So that would have let me know like this thing is probably gonna continue to buy. So that's just would have been my take. And you have to remember, and I'm gonna write this down for y'all. When recognizing trigger candles, my typing be second. The longer or larger the body of the candle, the stronger the momentum. Dot, dot, dot. The shorter or smaller body the weaker the momentum. So keep that in mind when you are picking your identifying your trigger candles. And I know that this second part can probably be confusing because you're probably thinking like, okay, but you just use short body candles. The only reason why I use these short body candles is because the body of the candle closed above the previous candle. So like if these candles were to have closed down below this body of this candle, like if it would have pushed down, and even if it would have pushed down, it probably would have changed the color of the candle and made it bearish. That would have let me know like that's not a strong candle at all. But because the body of the candle closed above the last body, it lets me know that the momentum is gaining. So I would have got my entry here. But these are the best pairs to swing trade, you guys. That's the bottom story and the bottom line. And if you want a more in-depth video covering candlesticks and JCP and, you know, things of that nature, just let me know in the comments and I'll make a video covering that. But as far as swing trading and the best pairs to swing trade, y'all, it's gold, NZD/USD, GBP/JPY, and GBP/USD. And how you actually go about trading those pairs and finding your entries for swing trades is literally starting with the weekly time frame and then, you know, working your way down. And as far as getting your entry, you guys, you can mark your charts on the weekly, of course, but you want to be entering on the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame is what will give you a super, super precise entry. So like if we were to go down to the 15-minute just to show you, you see all these candles have formed above our zone. Our zone is somewhere, here it is, it's down here. So if we go back to where price was originally at the zone, I wouldn't count that because we know that it actually touched the zone. We saw that on a day chart. So like right here, boom. And this was literally almost a month ago where this happened. So that lets you know that swing trades take a very long time to play out. So you can determine how long you want to hold your swing trade. The longest I've held a trade for was a week, I believe, maybe 2 weeks. And I took partial profits throughout that time. So I can make a video covering all that too. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to go over swing trading super in depth because I'm just giving y'all the best pairs to swing trade and 2 examples of those pairs. But if you want me to go super in depth, let me know. But like how to get multiple entries and how to do partial profits and things like that, let me know. But bottom line is, y'all, you will go down to the 15-minute once you mark your chart up and you'll get your entry based on your trigger candles the same way you would do any other time frame. So like if I were to have got this trade, I probably would have got in off of this candle because this is a 3 candlestick pattern, which is the evening star. I would have got in off of that and then, you know, been in this trade for X amount of time. So I hope this video was super helpful for y'all. And I'm so excited to be back making content. I try to upload a video once a week, y'all. Twice a week if possible. It really depends. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.